Comes from the term Divat Slama. Divat Slama means David's peace. Why does it mean David's peace? Because it's a long story, but in the church of Antioch, you had a group of Christians that were very much aligned with Judaism. And they were all about bringing about King David's vision. King David, the son of Solomon. This is where Islam has its roots. That's why you see the term Divat Slama. Islama comes from Divat Slama. All right, it's a Syriac term. 1 second, hold on. Let's let the language speak for itself. Hold up. You got madrasa, right? Let's see what else we got here. Because I got so much on here, it's ridiculous. Okay? Here you go. What do you call the priest? What does Bashir call himself? Here, imam, right? Well, let's go to the language that Arabic came from. It came from the Syriac, a Christian language, the language of the Christian church for damn near 5,000 years before Islam came on the scene. What word is that, my brother? What word do you see there? Imam. Imam. That's not Arabic. That's Syriac. Imam. What does it mean? A pontiff, a pope, a high priest, head of the what?
Church.
Not mosque. Head of the what?
Church.
So what do you call the head of the Christian church in the Syriac language in Christianity before Islam came on the scene was called a what?
Imam.
What did they call their pope in the Arab world?
Imam.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. In the discussion, you don't want me with a PowerPoint, dude.
Come on.
I'm the last person you want with a PowerPoint, my brother.
Come on,
Bring it back here, my brother. I just showed you. I just showed you. Now, when you go to Robert Hoyland's work, they're going to tell you that the Hagarians, which were the Arabs, right? They call them Hagariya, right? They didn't call themselves. You're not going to find it Muslim in them Robert Hoyland references. You're going to find Hagarenes. Where's it come from? It comes from here. It's Western Syriac, Eastern Syriac. There it is, right there. Hagariya. That's why they call the Hagarenes, descended from Hagar. That's how they define themselves. That comes from the Arabic. In English, Mohammedan, Muslim, and Arab. From the Hagariya. Let's go more. Let's go further. You're going to see some good ones up here. It's going to blow your mind. Okay? Sharia law. Let's go to their Sharia law. Okay? They call it Sharia law. Let's go to the grandfather language. The Christian language of Syriac. Eastern Syriac. Western Syriac. What do you got? Sarita. Right there. Sharia comes from Sarita, meaning legislation. See it? And now, Sharia law deals with what? Mostly sex. Yes?
Right.
Sexual laws. Well, what does Sarita deal with? Lasciviousness, lewdness, lustfulness, lecherousness, prurience. What do all of those things mean? I'll give you the definition of all of them right below. They all deal with sexual law. All of them deal with things pertaining to the woman. All of them. Lasciviousness. A feeling of revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire. He gave her a lascivious look. What's the other one they used? Lewd. Lewd from Sarita, right? Meaning crude and offensive in a sexual way. She began to gyrate to the music and sing in a lewd song. You notice it's always pertaining to the female. Lust, right? They said men lust. That's what Sarita means.
Why is the new Oxford Dictionary up there?
Because that's where it comes from.
Oh, okay. That's where it comes from.
Now we're in the new Oxford Dictionary.
Okay.
Okay. We're showing you what the definitions of Sharia or Sarita means. Sarita comes from the Eastern Syriac.
So that's good. I'm letting y'all know where y'all can go and look this up.
I'm letting you know where you can see it. This is in the Oxford Dictionary. But you want to go to Surith Dictionary. It is religion. I'm gonna show. They say in Arabic and Islam, Tawheed is religion. Well, let's see where that comes. Let's go to the Syriac. Here you got it right here. Right here. Tordita. Tordita. They call it Tawheed. Tordita from the Syriac. Religion, faith, confession of faith, acknowledge, avowal, thanksgiving, gratitude, thankfulness, whatever. Syriac. It gets so much deeper, it's not even funny. We ain't even get started yet. Hold up, bro. I'm going to give you just a few more so that people can see I'm not making this up. All of that Islam stuff comes out of Christianity. And it comes out of the Christian language that was used in the Syriac Orthodox Church. Hold on a second. Just give me 1 second. Because you're seeing a whole bunch of stuff right now you're not even supposed to see. The word Quran, let me show you how I'm going to say how ignorant people are. If you ask a Muslim, they're going to tell you that the word Quran means recite. The word Quran does not mean recite. The only way it can mean recite is if it's in the context of a lone word in a different language. Because when you go to the word Quran in the language that it came from, which is Syriac, it means to read. It means to read. Does not mean to recite. It means to read. The only people who would say it means to recite are illiterate people, are people who have no literature, are people who reading is not a part of their culture. So they would change the term from reading to recite. If you think I'm lying, I'm going to give you the page to go to right now. There's a dictionary, there's a lexicon dictionary that you can go to. It's called Sureth. S-U-R-E-T-H. Could you pull it up on your computer right now for me? Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Okay? Here we are. We at the Syriac. This is the Syriac language, Syriac word. The word Quran. Do you see it? Q-U-R-Y-N. Quran. It's pronounced Quran in the original language. Quran. From where you get Quran. Okay? All they did was change the vowel to Quran. It's Quran. I want you to see what the third definition is. Now, don't go to the first one, because the first one is how it's used. Calling, vocation. But what's the second one? Reading, learning, chapters, sacred scripture, right? Contention. Now I'm going to show you what it really means. What the word Quran really means. And you've seen it with your own two eyes. Look at number one. What does that say? Where my finger is. Pentateuchal reader. A person who reads the Pentateuch. That's what the word Quran means. Pentateuchal reader. What is the Pentateuch? The Pentateuch is supposed to be the law, or the Torah, or the first 5 books. That's what Pentateuch means. You see it? Am I making that up?
No.
I'm asking you, am I making it up?
No, everybody see it. I'm right on it.
Pentateuchal reader. Then you got Quran. Quran. This is where the word Quran comes from the grandfather language, which is Syriac. It means Pentateuchal reader, a person who reads the Pentateuch. So let's stop right there. Okay, so we're gonna deal with that. That's what Quran means. That's number one. I'm gonna show you some of the other words that you find in Islam where you want to see where they get these words from. All right, hold on a second. Some of this is gonna trip you out, bro. All right, what do we got here? Okay, let's see what else we got. Allah. You all know about Allah,
yeah,
right?
Let's go to Allah.
Let's go to Allah. Let's see where Allah come from. We're gonna go to the grandfather language, which is Syriac. Forget Arabic. Arabic is the baby language. It comes from the Syriac. You got to go to the Syriac. Let's see what Allah means. Here we go. We go to the Syriac dictionary. It's the Syriac. Here we go. Boom. And this is the Syriac word for God. Allah. Allah. Now, hold on. We got to show you something else real fast.
Where you at?
Hold on. Don't worry about that, because we got to go something else real fast. Here we go. We're going to go to the Syriac Orthodox Church. Since y'all want knowledge and information, I'm going to give it up. Okay? Here we go. Syriac Orthodox Church of Antioch. Listen. Here we go. Here we go. It employs the oldest surviving liturgy in Christianity. What did that just say? The Syriac Orthodox Church is the Christian church. It employs the oldest surviving liturgy in Christianity. That means the oldest Christian church doctrine. You have to put it like that. The oldest Christian church doctrine is out of the Syriac, or the oldest surviving Christian church doctrine is out of the Syriac Orthodox Church. Let's see what they say about it real fast. It says, the oldest, hold on one second. Boom, 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 boom. What are we looking for? Syriac Orthodox Church, Christian. Here it goes right here. The Syriac Orthodox Church of Antioch is the most ancient Christian church in the world. What did we just say? The Syriac Orthodox Church of Antioch is the oldest Christian church in the world. Let's stop it. Okay, let's stop right there. So now, when you're speaking Syriac, you're speaking a Christian language. Syriac was the language of Christianity for Arabs between the 1st and 7th century CE. Now let's see the word they use for God in Syriac. Put the camera over here, my brother. What is the word they use for God in the Syriac Christian church? Let's hear what it sounds like.
Allah.
Allah. You just heard it.
Allah.
Allah. That's Christian language.
Do it again.
Allah.
Hold up.
Allah.
Do it one more time.
Yeah, that's what I thought, my brother. You want to hear that?
Allah. Allah. Allah.
That's God in the Christian language. Don't let them tell you that that's some Arabic. That's Syriac. That's Arabic. That is the language of Christianity, of the Syriac, of the oldest Christian church in Arabia, in Syria. That's what you don't let them lie to you. You got to know what you're looking for. So you want to hear it again?
Allah.
Allah. That's how Allah in the Quran. It came from the Syriac.
Allah.
Okay? So let's stop that. Let's stop all the games. Okay? It came from the Syriac. And it wasn't just in the Syriac. It was also in the Leonite, Talmudic, and some of the other languages, and rather, I wouldn't even want to call them that. Let's just say in the Nabatean script. But what you have to understand about the Nabatean script is that the Nabateans did not write their own language. They didn't write their language because their spoken language was not a literary language. In order to write, they had to use a literary language. So they had to use Aramaic, they had to use Syriac, you understand what I'm saying? And what's called Nabatean. And Nabatean comes from we showed you before. Where did Nabatean come from? Nabatean comes from the Aramaic. Am I lying? Let's see if Amos is lying. Here we go. We're going to go right to, let me open up another one. Here we go. Where's the new page? Right here. Right here. Google. Where's the new one? Let's open up right here. Cool. All right. So let's see. Naba. Let's see. Hold on a second. Boom, 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 boom. Since everybody want to say that Shaka just talking crap. Hold up. Yo, your thing worked funny. Here we go. All right. So, Nabatean. Boom. Here we go. Nabatean alphabet. Always go to the language system. Language does not lie. All right. Nabatean comes from the Syriac. The Syriac comes from the Aramaic. So Aramaic is the grandfather language of the Nabatean. All of this is always going to come back to Aramaic, no matter how you're dealing with this. No matter how you're dealing with this, it's always going to come back to Aramaic. Why is it always going to come back to Aramaic? Because Aramaic was the lingua franca of the entire region, from the Levant to Arabia to Iraq, and even as far as Iran, to the Persian Sassanid Empire. Aramaic was the lingua franca. If you wanted to do business, you had to speak and write in Aramaic. If you wanted to do literature, education, it had to be done in Aramaic, not Arabic. Arabic wasn't even a language at the time this thing was going down. It was just being born. The language that you're taught to call Arabic, first of all, like I said at the debate, there's no such thing as the Arabic language. That's like saying he speaks African. Have you ever heard anybody say he speaks African or she speaks African? No. In Africa, you have different dialects. You have different languages. If somebody's speaking Ga, or somebody's speaking Twi, or somebody's speaking Fula, that's going to be different from somebody speaking Ngosa, somebody speaking I don't know what languages they have in Kenya, or somebody speaking Wolof, or Twi, I said Twi, or somebody speaking Bambara. Somebody speaking Bambara versus somebody speaking, there's so many different languages, and right now my mind is on this, but the point I'm making is that if you get somebody from Lebanon who speaks Arabic, and you try to get them to speak Arabic to somebody from the Sudan, you think they're going to understand each other? Because you think there's just one Arabic language? There's no such thing as Arabic. There's different languages that have the umbrella stamp Arabic stamped on it. But don't let them fool you. That's called Arab ethnocentrism. That's like the Arab world trying to claim all of these different languages for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That's false. Because each one of these people have their own cultures, their own ideas, and their own different histories.